Coming back, bro. You're not coming back. Stay home. Stay blessed. Get your unemployment, baby.
All right, well, welcome back to the Vibe Project, y'all. I'm your gracious host. I am John, back with the boys.
Hey man, you already know what it is. It's Vaughn in the building, live and direct.
Q in the building.
Please, welcome to the second episode, man, of TPV, man, the Vibe Project, giving up vibes to everybody out there listening. Welcome to the second episode, the Kawhi Leonard episode, the Kevin Garnett episode, man, vintage Kyrie episode, man. Let's start this off right, y'all.
Let's get into the segment. What's trending?
What you talking about?
As we all know, yesterday, James Harden to the Brooklyn Nets. What the hell does the league got to say about this now? Because LeBron and AD is not enough now. Now that they got these three niggas on the same team.
I mean, I saw an interview yesterday, or a clip on YouTube where it was like AD's response to that, and it basically was like, I mean, yeah, it looked good on paper, but we got to see how they play. And yeah, I mean, it do look good on paper. Yeah,
it does.
You got two people on the team that had the last like 5 scoring titles out of like 7. That was a stat that I saw, and I think that's cool and all, but you still got to share the ball between everybody. Like,
I mean, I don't know how most of us think here. I guess it's like me, you, and Quan all think that this shit ain't gonna work, and I know it ain't gonna work.
But I know it's not gonna work. Bro.
I know it's not gonna work,
bro.
I don't want to be that. Go ahead.
I think to me, it's gonna be. I want to see how it play out for.
It's just depend on who's gonna get their ego hurt first.
Kyrie, because Kyrie, they're already saying Kyrie gonna be a third option because they. But the thing is, I think who said it? Dre said it last night. Dre said he got to be a point guard. He ain't never been a true point guard. He's not had a year yet where he's had more than 6 assists. Bro, and they know that Kyrie he's a scoring point guard. That's it. He's there to give you buckets, and that's it. If anything, he's going to let James Harden do it.
I don't know if James can play. I mean, James probably could play point guard if he wanted to, but like, I don't know. Like, he got so much of an ego, bro. I don't even know if he's going to be able to do the shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Kyrie and KD should just keep on doing what they're doing, and James Harden should. If anything, the reason how they should work is with James Harden taking that third role and him being the point guard that he's supposed to be, because he got an assist title and he got a scoring title.
I think
so. He knows how to pass the ball, and he came off the bench before. So James Harden knows how to play these different roles. It's just now that he's at this superstar level now where he got an MVP under this belt, where he's like, I'm not going back to that role. I know what it like. I know what it feels like, and I know I can drop 40 a night on anybody.
Well, I
feel like he's gonna do that mellow shit.
Nah,
yeah.
The whole reason that he left because he saw that wasn't working. So I think now it's not about like scoring titles. It's not about MVPs. It's not about.
Well, he said that. Yeah, he said that
championship. So I think if he's willing to leave, I think he's willing to take a back seat. That's how I feel. I could be wrong.
A lot of stars say they're willing to take a back seat and never take a back seat because they like Melo. Like he just said, like Melo. Melo said the exact same thing. Melo said, I play any role. And he's like, but I'm not coming off the bench.
You playing it
right. I play any role, but I ain't coming off the bench.
No, I'm talking about this is when he went to the Rockets and he went to
OKC. He went to the Rockets, yeah.
Yeah. But now he was out the league for a year and a half and he was like, you know what, but shit, I play any role by this point. He had time to adjust and he said, hey, look, I just want to be able to play the game. And that's it. Now, for James Harden wants to win a championship. Kyrie and KD both has won championships. So but the thing is, ain't neither one of them been a leader on them championship teams. So the only person out of them three that's actually been a leader is James Harden, because James Harden has led his team to the playoffs consistently since he was in Houston, since he got there. And he's the only one that's been a leader, but he the only one that got leadership. He the only one that ain't got no rings either, though. So
I
just keep
think
that in mind.
it seemed like for real that like if you asking me, I feel like Harden willing to take a backseat if he have to, just by the fact that he left. If you asking me, and I think KD ain't really been saying too much. I think you can pass on the ball, he can score, or I mean he can.
Hey, that's because KD can play off the dribble.
Last night I saw him run the floor like a whole bunch of times when he was playing.
Yeah, but that's because KD can play off the dribble though. KD can spot up and shoot and all this other stuff.
Exactly. That's what I was saying.
James Harden is an ISO player.
KD played with that KD played with the Warriors, so he know how to move off the screen and move off the ball.
Yeah,
like James Harden and Kyrie need the ball.
They need the ball in their hand.
That's right.
That's the whole reason why Kyrie left LeBron, because he was like he wasn't getting the ball that much. Then he went to Boston, and then all the young fellas start running them out. JT and JB. He didn't want to play with them. Now he over there, and now he still don't want to play. But let's get into that. What's going on with this nigga? Zoom calls, birthday party.
Hold on, let me go back one little topic right quick. I know y'all feel all the same way. Y'all all feel the same way about a little mix up there. You got a group of guys, none of them are leaders. James Harden's not a leader. Chris Paul led that team. And let's be honest, Mike D'Antoni led that team. James Harden's not a leader. He's just a prolific scorer. You got three guys who can get 50 on any night. I'm talking about any night. Like, hey. But one thing I'm worried about with that team is probably would be someone concerned. It wasn't even the defensive end. It's who's going to take that last shot in the fourth quarter? Who's going to control the last 2 minutes of the game? That's my biggest. That's why I believe they're going to be a great team. I believe they're going to get to the finals.
Think about this, though. They might not fucking need those last 2 minutes because they might be whooping niggas by 20.
That's what I'm saying. Like
that's
bro,
I'm just saying that.
That's the hope, though.
I heard that on that one podcast when they was all the smoke. They was talking about that. They was like the Warriors didn't have to have nobody to close out games because they was already whooping niggas by 20.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the thing.
That might how it be though.
They hope to beat these niggas. They hope to be beating niggas by 15 or 20, so they don't get to those moments. Because when but you actually really got to think about it though. When the playoffs come and the defense starts to close in on the things that y'all doing, they don't have no defense to combat that because none of them are not prolific defensive besides KD. KD just in the recent years became defensive player. And then you guys also think about this. They just gave up Jared Allen, who's arguably the best center on that team. But they kept DeAndre Jordan,
who wasn't really.
That's what I said. I would not have kept him, but I think that's why the Cavs didn't want him because they already got Drummond and they already got JaVale McGee, who are both and probably like 32 or 31.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say this so we can get off this motherfucker if y'all want to. But to what me and you was talking about yesterday, Quan. The reason why I called them the Golden State of the East is because the star power that they have. We have never seen. Honestly, this might be more powerful than that team. We've never had a guy who,
scoring wise, yeah.
2 people on your roster has had scoring titles. 2, not 1, 2. They also got 2 MVPs. And Kyrie, bro, he can go and get 40 to 50 points if he wanted to. We seen him get that with Bron countless times. My main concern, because I'm real y'all, nobody in the NBA plays defense. Nobody. The defensive stats they have in the NBA are a joke of a stat. Because compared to what they was 10 years ago, like, it's ridiculous how high the numbers drop.
And the thing is, too, I keep forgetting Steve Nash, the head coach, bro. He might just tell Kyrie to do what he need to do.
That nigga don't be coaching, bro. I don't ever really see that nigga coaching.
Thank you, brother. That's exactly how I feel about Steve Kerr.
You still think about it. Of course, he probably like Popovich. Like, Popovich don't really be talking to niggas like that until they get into timeout. He be cussing their ass out. He be chilling.
No, honestly, that's how I feel about
because they already know the game plan. They already understand. But if Steve, because Steve was a true point guard. If Steve get Kyrie to play on that level that he was, or even remotely close,
okay,
I thought Kyrie had enough respect for Steve Nash to be like, all right, coach, I got you.
But that's how I felt about Steve Kerr when when Kevin Durant was there with the Warriors. I didn't feel like Steve Kerr was a great coach. Everybody talked about that he was. He has great players, and great players tend to make a great coach because they have success. That's why. But it's not. You still need that type of guidance to get there and stuff like that. But as far as like putting the talent on the floor and stuff like that, you have great players on your team. That doesn't make you a great coach. But like Brad Stevens and Mike Budenholzer in Milwaukee, those are good coaches. And what's the coach in Miami?
Eric Spoelstra.
Yeah, those are good coaches because they have limited talent on their team, but they build the people around them and they get everybody in their certain roles to play their roles. Like the first year that Kyrie wasn't there and shit like that, or matter of fact, before they even had Kyrie, with Isaiah Thomas, Brad Stevens was going. He was a hell of a coach. But Steve Kerr, I don't know, and Steve Nash, I definitely don't know. They just got great players. So,
and honestly, I'm gonna say this, and I might get backlash, from people who watch this podcast about this. But in my eyes, their main concerns ain't the Bucks or the Celtics. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't know if they can be. It's gonna be tough for them to get past the Heat, bro.
No, Jimmy Butler injured. Jimmy Butler's injured though.
He is, but let me tell you why. Yeah, come play on time, brother. But let me kind of explain that.
I thought he was done for the season.
Huh?
I thought he was done for the season.
Is he?
I hear motherfuckers saying he might be. I hear he might come back. Playoff time. We'll know. I'm being honest. We don't know.
But they starting the NBA bubble in February though. So
yeah, but I'm gonna say this. Even without Jimmy Butler, I'm gonna still say the Heat. Let me tell you why. That team is coached to play aggressive basketball. It's a reason why that team beat Boston in the playoffs last year. Now, look, shout out to my Boston fans, man. Shout out to my man Tatum, man. He be hooping. But, hey, man, Duke blood running his veins, man. You know what it is, Quan. Don't hate. Appreciate it. But facts. But what I would say is, bro, I see Kendrick Nunn, a young player who has a really high ceiling in this league. He can play. He can play. You got Tyler Hero. You got Duncan Robinson. Bam can body with DeAndre. I'm going to say that. Bam's going to body with DeAndre. I know he got, hurt last year in the finals and whatnot, but we've seen him body with some big cats, man. Sure. And the way that the Heat can go from a man into a zone so quickly, that transition, that's going to offset a lot of things with a lot of teams. That's what Celtics struggle with because they put it into a zone to where Marcus Smart was shooting open threes. He can't shoot. I mean, come on, bro. And they know that because they honestly, shout out to their scouting department as well for, letting those players in on what players can't deliver in what situation. Now, I know it's going to be tough because they got Joe Harris still, which I'm surprised they still kept him. I would have rather.
They paid him. Hey, a bucket though. What are you talking about?
Yeah, no. That's what I'm saying. If I was another team, I'd rather have Joe Harris than Caris LeVert. I love Caris LeVert, but Joe Harris.
I'd rather have Caris LeVert.
Joe Harris is crazy.
But Caris LeVert's ceiling is still rising. Like I feel like Joe Harris is what Joe Harris is now. Like there's he's like he can give you 15, 18, 20 to 37 points on a night if he's consistently getting the ball. That's one because he's a shooter like that. He can really shoot the basketball. He was on that he made the USA team that team that lost. He made it, but they still lost. But it really don't mean nothing. But he's a bucket. I feel like he'd be good on some team like either in Miami or a place or a team where he really can get the ball and score. But they're not. I don't think they're gonna.
Imagine him and Duncan Robinson, bro.
Huh?
Oh God!
Imagine him and Duncan, bro.
Yeah,
that'll be stupid. Like you can't leave neither one of them open.
Or Tyler Hero.
That's a good team, man.
But anyway,
don't sleep on that team. Don't sleep on that team.
So what's our early predictions for Rookie of the Year, MVP, and the finals? Since the lead done transformed, and now they got a big three in Brooklyn now, and then AD and LeBron and the Bucks and stuff.
LaMelo still get Rookie of the Year.
We gonna get into him later though. But you say he's still Rookie of the Year?
Yeah, Rookie of the Year. You don't think so?
No, he definitely is. But like I said, we gonna get into that later for sure.
You just want to know like MVP prediction or like
the MVP prediction and your final prediction since the league down transformed. Do y'all think Brooklyn's going to the finals?
I don't know if they make it this year. No. It's not just if you have to start.
No.
Hell yeah.
just because you have the star power and all them niggas to score doesn't really mean that like you're gonna make the
They
finals.
not good.
You need a sense of team chemistry that it's gonna take a couple games for them to get some rhythm in. I mean, and plus that, like I said, they lost a little bit of depth due to the fact that they traded some of their bench.
Bert, Prince, and
They not going. My MVP pick, since they hold LeBron every year, they probably going.
Luka.
Yeah, they probably give it to Luka. It depends on what they do too. If they don't give it to him,
I go LeBron.
I mean, but they be holding LeBron like every year, but like
LeBron could have won it. LeBron could have won it consistently every year, but they hold him every year. They can't let some man. They can't let him get MVP and show his dominance every year. That's how I feel about it. Anyway, LeBron's my MVP. I still think Lakers gonna go back to back, and that's that.
Yeah.
Lakers in 5.
Coming out the East.
Lakers in 6.
I say my rookie of the year. I'm gonna go with. I love Melo. Y'all know I love my Ball brothers, man. Shout out to my boy Eliangelo. I hope he gets somewhere, man. Lonzo, my favorite point guard ever. Young GOAT.
He's not lying, y'all.
LaMelo, I'm not lying, too. Like, this ain't no cap. LaMelo, man, my second favorite point guard of all time. No cap. Another young GOAT. But I'm going to have to go with James Wiseman.
He go crazy.
I'm about to go with James Wiseman. I'm going to have to go with my MVP. I'm going to have to go with Steph. Love LeBron to death, but I'm going to have to go with Steph, man. I see him doing a lot of great things this season with the lack of depth that he has on the team. Like his starting lineup, bro, is very piss poor. I'm going to go with Steph, though, is MVP. I don't know if
he's averaging like 30, 31, 32 right now.
Like, yeah. He's going ridiculous.
Yeah.
So it might have dropped.
He's going to go ridiculous. I wouldn't be surprised if he even beat his 3-point record he had in 2016.
I wouldn't be surprised if he beat that either, but I feel like they need it more than they needed in 2016.
Oh, they definitely need it now.
Did they say Clay coming back this year or Clay coming back next year?
I don't know. I think
next year.
I thought it was next year when he first got the injuries. I thought it was next year, but they keep on saying like I seen a report the other day. There was like with Clay once Clay come back, if you do come back this year, it'd be probably around playoff time. But I don't know. I don't know.
Again, so
I'm not sure when playoff time is because they only doing a 72 game season. Or it's shortened. I don't know by how many games. But I know that. But anyway, still sticking on with what's trending. Let's talk about Trump and his second impeachment. I don't know how the hell you get impeached twice and you still there. That baffles me.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I seen this shit coming.
The second one.
Yeah, I seen that.
What they say he got impeached.
I seen that shit coming.
They said the second impeachment was due because the incitement of the riots and stuff. But they said they can't kick him out the house. I mean, out of the they can't kick it. They can't remove him yet because it's through the house. It's through the Senate's conviction, basically. Right. So they got to convict him out of there.
He's the first president to be impeached twice, not once.
This part out
twice. Let me tell y'all why I knew he was going to get impeached twice.
There we go. Now he's back on track.
Up to the election. Is it this why people love me, man? I can't cut this out. But
I do cut this part out.
No. Keep it in. We real up here, man. We real look at the Bel Air, man. We real up in here today, man.
Bel Blair.
Yeah, the Bel Air Blair.
Hey, man. That's why I'm fucking with it. Shout out to Ricky Rose, man. No cap. But I knew he was gonna get impeached because going into that election night, not even like the final day of the election, which lasted way longer than any of us expected. But you could just see him trying to get this. I don't want to call it a cult following, but
it is, bro.
His supporters, I'm gonna call them supporters. You could see him trending to them. If I lose this jump, cause chaos. You can already see it. Yeah, you already see it, bro.
But no, he told him that on the in one of his little debate things. He was like,
boys, stand back and stand by.
He knew what he was doing.
I believe it was when he was like right before he got COVID. And I know everyone celebrated about that. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna say no names, but I know some people who was praying on his downfall.
Everybody was okay. Anyway, but let's talk. Since we on COVID, y'all are y'all gonna get that vaccine?
You said what did it?
I said, are y'all gonna get the COVID vaccine?
Hell no, I'm not getting that shit.
No, I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna get the vaccine, but like, I'm not gonna like not encourage other people to get it. Like, if you want to get that shit, get that shit.
Yeah, if you want to get it, by any means, get it.
No,
I'm not getting it.
I'm not getting it either. But I was at work, and this dude and this older white guy, he was telling me he was like, well, yeah, they got a vaccine out now, and stuff like that. And I was like, why are you gonna get it? He was like, no, I'm not getting that. So I was like, damn, white people ain't even getting that shit. I was like, okay.
There are a lot of white people in abundance that are getting it. Like, I've talked to white people that said they were going to get the vaccine, and I mean, to me, the more people that take it, the more chances of this pandemic shit really being over for. I mean, until like another strain.
I don't even think is it really like how true and how accurate is this vaccine supposed to be? Because
it's not, bro. Like
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like vaccine,
they made up the vaccine in half a year, bro.
10 months. That's what I'm saying, bro. 10 months
to make a vaccine,
bro. And that's what I told the dude at work. I was like, bro, it takes longer than 10 months to make a vaccine. I was like, so I'm not. I was saying they giving people face paralysis and stuff like.
A global vaccine? No,
we're not doing.
I'm not getting that shit. No,
listen, I ain't gonna hear me out. I know y'all are naysayers, and I'm a naysayer too. Like, I'm not gonna get the vaccine, but it's like, bro, at the end of the day, modern medicine has come so far to the point where like that's a possibility now. Like a vaccine coming within a span of like a year or 10 months is a possibility. It doesn't take 5 years with the progression of technology that we have now. I'm not telling y'all niggas to get it. I'm still telling y'all niggas.
I wouldn't get that shit.
I'm not getting it regardless, so it don't matter.
If my mama told me to get that shit, I ain't getting
by this point, you talking to the viewers because I'm still not getting it.
Yeah, no,
I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Yeah, we not telling y'all not to get it. Like I said,
my mama told me to get it.
I'm gonna just say this, man. I'm gonna just say this, and I ain't saving face on none of that junk. If y'all get that vaccine, when something happen to your health, don't blame it on nothing else but that damn vaccine.
You know what? we moving.
Look, I ain't getting it. I ain't getting it. Hey, till 2030, I'm masked up.
That's what I'm saying. I'm still gonna be masked up. I don't know how long we got to wear these masks for, but I wear them until I see something like actual progress within the vaccine. So like as of right now, the vaccine early on, I'm not getting it, but maybe about a year or so, maybe I get it. Because by that point, they should have more developments to it and shit like that. Anyway, boom. Let's get back. Let's move on to the next segment. Let's move into Dear White People.
We talked about this on the show before. You have African-American rappers saying N-word this and N-word that, but a Caucasian can't.
So say it.
Say what?
Say the word you want to say.
I'm not saying that I want to say it. I'm just saying that I can't.
So you can.
So we're going to talk about white Americans that Say Her Name campaign for Ashley Babbitt. I think that's how you say her name. And when she died at the Capitol, trying to enter the building. What's up with that?
I'm my 2 cents on this.
10 cents.
I know.
Yeah, exactly.
Ain't no 2 cents, bro.
Might be 15 cents. Maybe 15, 17 cents in it. But I'm gonna just put my 15 cents in it. I'm gonna first start out by saying shout out to the sisters around the world who did not. Shout out to the sisters out there, man, who respectfully took in all the bullshit that came from that incident about the Say Her Name campaign for Ashley Babbitt. Because there's a lot of sisters out here. A lot of y'all know Sandra Bland, Breonna Taylor. I don't even want to mention all the names. I could go on for so long, but shout out to the sisters out there who respectfully just did not say shit. who just did not say shit. And shout out also.
Nigga, get to the point.
No, hold on. No, this real shit. Shout out also to CNN for not broadcasting that on their airways. Shout out to the media outlets who did not put that as a platform for people to cultivate on, because that's straight bullshit. We wasn't out here saying say his name to Saddam Hussein. They celebrated.
He don't need no more Blair Blair.
They clapped when Osama bin Laden got killed. America was cheering for them. But you want us to feel sorry and have some sympathy for a white woman who went and broke into the Capitol building and unfortunately lost her life. I'm not sitting here saying she deserved to die. I'm not saying that. That's fucked up. But her decisions was hers, and she paid the consequences for her decisions. And that's bullshit that the news out there can outlet how much of a patriot she was, or she was a veteran, she was this. But y'all sit up here and call Breonna Taylor a thug because her boyfriend was living a life that a lot of Black African Americans are forced to live.
There you go. Stuck your shit, bro.
Because of the educational system in America.
Stuck your shit.
You call Trayvon Martin a thug, a hood rat, because he smoked weed, which I'm sorry, Miss Palmer, but your son Timothy smokes weed as well. Is he a thug? Is he a hood rat?
Talk your shit, Blair.
No, he's not. And that's the bullshit, bro, that pisses me off. I know y'all see me in here drinking a Bailey, and that don't mean I'm off some. I'm feeling good right now. But it's bullshit. It's straight bullshit that Black people get portrayed in such negative ways. And when an incident happens to a white American, I'm not going to say a white person, I'm say a white American. Because honestly, we all equal in this shit, bro. We're all Americans at the end of the fucking day.
Exactly.
But
one race.
A terrorist should not be portrayed in such light and glory as a young Black African American teen or a young Black African American woman who sleep in her room. Or it's crazy because I'm even seeing on Twitter. I ain't gonna go too deep in this, but it was a tweet on Twitter. No, I promise you not. It was a tweet on Twitter that said, it's crazy how we can salute a terrorist, but consistently put out, and hold on, I'm going to go deep, a little bit deeper in this, but it's crazy how we can salute a terrorist, Ashley Babbitt, terrorist, by the way, terrorist, in the same category with Saddam and Osama. Same category, bro. Same category. I'm going to keep emphasizing on that. You're going to glorify over Sandra Bland. What? Did Sandra Bland break into the Capitol building? Did Sandra Bland break a window in the Capitol building, which is vandalism, treason on a number of levels? And unfortunately, her last decision happened to be the worst decision she ever made. And I'm not going to glorify the secret agent who shot her, because I ain't gonna lie, death to anyone is fucked up, no cap. But I'm not going to sit here and glorify and say, oh, she was this, she was that. No, she was not a patriot. She was not a veteran. She was a terrorist. If Sandra Bland is an ignorant Black woman who does not know her rights, who doesn't know how to act towards police, what the fuck do you got to say about Ashley Babbitt? Because you know what? That's bullshit. That is complete bullshit. And I'm going to talk about shit on this, bro, because it's bullshit. And America needs to open their mind, bro. Like, honestly, I see the world, bro, and this is just from my point of view, not yours or any of yours that's on here or anyone that's watching. Yeah, and I would love to hear yours too. But I don't care what skin color you are. As Baby said, I look at your mind and heart. I don't care about your face. And that's how I was raised from my mom. My mom, bro, is two shades of being white. From those who don't know, my mother, I have white people in my family. I love all, bro. I don't care if you're white, if you're Latino. I don't care what your ethnic race is. I don't care where you're from. You could be from goddamn Mars, bro. As long as you show me that truly you have some sort of moral compass, you're okay with me. But these motherfuckers out here that's oh fuck Trayvon Martin, good shit George Zimmerman, which I still do not understand why people
don't
are
like that nigga at all still to this day.
bro. It's bro. I'm not even gonna get into that. I don't even gonna go that deep on that shit, bro.
We still don't
But
get white people. It's okay.
I'm not gonna start to salute these cops for gunning down black African Americans, for using Kaepernick's stance on George Floyd for almost 9 minutes. The same stance that Kaepernick risked his whole career for is the same stance that white cop did on George Floyd's neck for almost 9 minutes. And those white people paraded that. They encouraged
somebody
that,
who did it. Somebody did that stance on somebody imitated George Floyd dying on the Capitol steps. There was a video on Twitter that surfaced.
I seen that. And that's what I'm like, they're parading this shit.
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying.
Like that was a good act of valor. It's not. It's not. And I'm not going to sit here and say that person who did that deserves to die. I'm not going to say that. But what I am going to say is there's a lot of people out here that's still rooted from this poisonous ass tree in America.
Okay, yeah, talk your shit.
It's a very poisonous tree that for years and years and generations have tainted the soil of the imagery and thought of what Black America is. We shared our culture with y'all so y'all can come in. We don't, and we get exiled for being our way in your culture. We let you guys come in with hip hop, with food. I'm not gonna lie, it's a good joint up the street from me, a little soul food spot. It's white owned. I ain't gonna lie, that makes some pretty good fucking food. Let me be real. Would I be right to say, man, fuck y'all, you ain't black? Would I be right to say that just because they're making soul food? Nah, that's fucked up, bro. So as I just want more, I'm not gonna say all white people because it's not all white people. It's the one of those white people in America. Do not, and I want it to go forward in generations, and I hope that this goes viral somewhere. But I would love for white people to stop institutionalizing their children with hatred towards other races. Because I see this shit with the Hispanic community. I have a lot of Latino friends who get treated very wrongly for just being Latino. I'm not going to go into examples, none of that shit, because it's going to take too long. I'm going to let y'all get y'all shit off. But I will say this. As I take my last sip of my Bel Air, I'm just going to say this right quick. We have got to get better, y'all. We got to get better. We have got to teach the youth to be unified instead of breaking us apart. Because I see in America now where, and I've seen a lot of this shit on Twitter. It's not our fight. It's white people versus white people. We also have to inform these white people, bro, along with helping us better our chances of a better America in the future. Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't even want to have a kid right now because of how America is. I don't want my kid to grow up, and right now I do have a Caucasian girlfriend. Let's say we do have a kid, and it's a mixed baby. Shout out to the Drakes in the world, man. My nigga Drake, man. Shout out to my nigga. But no.
You long overdue, bro. Come on, bro.
I know.
You've been talking like
real shit, though. I'm speaking real shit though.
You spitting facts, my nigga, but it's taking you a while to get there, nigga. So
I know.
We gonna need you to hurry this shit up.
I ain't gonna lie, this is a broad ass topic, my God. Like, goddamn.
No, nigga, it's not. It was simple, nigga. You made it broad.
No, because I want all y'all to get y'all. I want all y'all to get y'all shit off, bro. I want y'all to
No, you
get y'all shit off.
No, you don't.
Like,
No, you
cap.
don't.
I do, bro. I want y'all to get y'all shit off. I don't care if we on this podcast for 3 hours. Get y'all shit off about this, bro.
Nigga, nigga.
This is a topic, bro, that honestly it has literally tainted America as we see it today. A lot of athletes out here, example, Kyrie Irving.
We get to what we got to say?
I know, yeah. But it's my last thing. Like I said, I took my last
sip. You said that 3 minutes ago.
God damn it, that was all. Last thing, bro. I got you. My last thing. But I just want people to sit back and think about how they want our future to be. Do you want it to be the same future that your great grandma grew up in?
Hell no.
Or do you want it to be a future that's better than what the fuck we had, bro? You should always want better for your kids, not the same and not worse. You should want better for the next generation of motherfuckers. And I'm going to end on that, man. Like I said,
hey,
y'all go and get y'all shit.
Hey, they got that but I respect it though. I respect it. I'm going to let Daddy go next though.
Anyway, I don't even remember the goddamn question by this point. This nigga Blair done went it out and just
Dear white people, man. Dear white people, man.
Bro. Dear white people, bro. And when we say this, we're not talking about those white people who supporting us or support black culture or anything like that.
Say white folks. Don't just say folks. Them crackers.
Those racist bigots who perpetuate racist stigmas, stereotypes, all that shit negatively.
One of those.
Towards those people in America, whether it's brown or black people, bro. We talking about though. We ain't talking about you watching this podcast. We probably ain't talking about you because you're down. You're down with the brown and you're watching it. So we support you. You support us. So we appreciate that. But we is gonna talk about them white people that, you know what I'm saying? We gonna talk about them, your counterparts. Now, when we talk about your counterparts, first of all, the Say Her Name campaign was bullshit. First of all, how you gonna say her name, Ashley Babbitt, bitch? And she committed an act of treason, bro. The police officer said, do not enter, do not step foot in the Capitol, do not break the glass to enter the Capitol. He said, if you do, I'm gonna shoot. And she tried it. Like he wasn't gonna shoot her stupid ass. And he shot her. Now, I probably shouldn't say stupid ass, but in the reaction of what she did, that was stupid. Why would you enter and he said he's gonna shoot you? And now you want to put that Say Her Name? Like she committed an act of treason regardless of what she was, or how our society viewed her, whether she was a veteran and all this other stuff. That don't matter. She committed an act of treason to a Capitol building, bro. Breonna Taylor never did that. Breonna Taylor ain't never did that. And Sandra Bland never did that. Breonna Taylor was in her home when they killed her. She was on her couch and they killed her. They entered her house. If anything, they committed an act of treason by this point. If you want to look at it that way. But to get into all the shit that Blair was talking about, I ain't gonna do that right now because I can talk for days. If many of y'all don't know, the reason why I transferred to UNCC was for a whole lot of race experiment. I was at A&T, you know what I'm saying? Shout out A&T, you feel me? So you know the vibes. And the reason why I transferred there was for a whole motherfucking race experiment race and shit. So I could talk days about it. But we ain't even gonna do that like my boy Blair did. I'm gonna pass it to Vaughn and he can go ahead.
You're a terrorist, man.
Yeah, I mean, my biggest thing with it was like the Say Her Name thing was kind of like a slap in the face. Like, I didn't see that, but I heard y'all talk about it, and it's like, I mean, it's not even the same situation. It's not even in the same ballpark. I mean, like Blair said, Blair already like took a lot of the words out of my mouth, but like, they ran in her crib and like shot her while she was in the comfort of her home versus a person who ran in the Capitol building. I just think that. The Say Her Names here they don't hold the same weight.
Yeah, one was for injustice, another one was for an act of treason. Like I didn't.
But
yeah, I don't understand the correlation.
I will say like death is I don't mean to get morbid, but like the topic of death like is it's a sensitive subject. So like the people that's out here like clowning, I don't remember the lady's name, like Ashley Babbitt or something like that. Like people that's out here clowning her, like making memes and shit. I don't really rock with that neither though. Like. Don't get me wrong. Right. It's like, they do it to us all the time, but it's like, when they go low, you got to go high type thing. That's the type of energy I be on. So
gotta turn the other cheek to shit like that.
Hey, man.
That's a fact.
Very wise quote from Michelle Obama. Loved it.
Go ahead, Quan. You probably ain't got nothing to say because Blair's gonna say every damn thing. Exactly. Anyway, we gonna go ahead and move on.
Oh my god.
This nigga Blur done stole the show.
No. I want to the show. I just had to get some shit off my chest, man. That I really didn't want to put in a tweet
On that Bel Air.
Instagram fucking comment section. I didn't want to put it on the Instagram comment section or a tweet, man.
You know,
a lot of bullshit, man.
It's all right. All right. Well, let's get into everybody's favorite segment. Top five. All right. So, which y'all we gonna something more positive and a more light than versus talking about terrorism and stuff like that. So we're gonna get into the top five real quick. Top five in basketball. Who the top five in the league right now?
I'll let y'all go first. I'll let y'all go first.
Top five or top five?
Your top five right now. Your top five right now in the league. Right now.
Speak your bullshit then.
What's your top five right now in the league?
My top
your
five.
Bullshit.
Your top five, yes.
Oh, well, I'm finna say some bullshit.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you,
We don't care.
Derrick Rose, that's the GOAT. Got Devin Booker.
It's about your top five favorite players. Nigga, top five best players in the league right now.
You just said your top five.
I mean, that's okay. If this your top five,
this is top five best in the league. Go ahead. Spit your shit. Spit your shit.
Mine?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, yours.
Like I said, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant. We got who else? We got Kyrie. Now rocking Kyrie. He on some weird shit right now. I don't know what he got going on. And then I'm gonna throw a sleeper in there. I think my fifth will probably be Luka.
You should put Lonzo in there, but
bucket. That's my.
You just named your favorite player. If we naming favorite players, and
you said
my favorite players are some bullshit as well. My favorite players is LeBron, goated. You know what I'm saying? JT.
But you said yours. You want me to say America's? The best
no. You can say yours.
Okay, the best players in the league right now was LeBron, KD.
There you go.
Giannis.
I'm not putting him in there. I can't do that.
Okay, AD.
I'm not doing this shit. Giannis. Giannis.
You take KD in there. Kawhi and Luka and Steph. I think those are the five that everybody could say. LeBron, Kawhi, Giannis, Luka, and Steph. But you can argue. You can switch people out. AD.
That's what I said. That's what I was saying. That's
switch those out. You can
all top five. Shit, I don't like none of them.
Go ahead, Daddy. What's your top five?
If we doing top five,
I'm gonna get to mine.
When I say okay, top five can either be your top five, my top five favorite people to play the game of basketball right now. My top five favorite right now: LeBron, JT, Zach LaVine, Devin Booker, and Chris Paul. Those are my favorite. They're my favorite right now. But if we talking about like in the world, the analysts, what people think right now in the world, it was definitely LeBron, AD, Giannis, Luka, and KD.
Yeah, there you go. No, I'm not. Okay, I'm taking Giannis. I'm taking Giannis out and putting AD and then switch.
Those are the best five greatest. Five best.
Is Brian, Kawhi, AD, Luka, and
like I said, you can argue about this all day because
who's the last person?
LeBron, AD,
and KD.
LeBron,
AD, Luka. I'm not putting Giannis in there, bro.
Are we? Hold on, just to clarify. I know y'all already got y'all's off, but are we doing top five in the league at the moment, like right now?
That's why I was asking Day. He said yours.
Yes, I said that. But I'm saying your top five at the league at the moment right now. That's
okay. That was mine.
Yeah. So you said just so your bullshit. Derrick Rose, Devin Booker, Kyrie, KD.
He's your top five.
He didn't really say bullshit. The only bullshit that he's really said was like Derrick Rose. Like, everything else is pretty much
not bullshit.
Not bullshit if it's his.
Yo, go ahead.
Damn, I don't even know.
I'm gonna get my shit on this.
I'm a LeBron. Like, I don't want to say I'm a stand. I'm not a stand up any man in the world, but I'm a LeBron fan. So LeBron, like, no order. LeBron. I like the way Devin Booker playing. I like, shit. What's my name that played for? I like Donovan Mitchell. I like Kyrie. And I like Dame. What's that? That's five?
That's five.
Yeah, Blair already know Dame one of my favorite point guard. I've been rocking with him.
Yeah, Daddy loves Dame.
Yeah, that's my boy. I take that back. Chris Paul for Dame, but Dame Dollar, that's a heel bucket for sure.
Yeah.
But go ahead now.
Right.
Blair, go ahead and say yours. You got 5 minutes.
I'm gonna say my
You're gonna have
personal.
LeBron.
So damn well, if it was cloned, I'll take all 5 of them. But I'm gonna go my personal and then my analytical. My personal would be, and I also want to hear y'all like top 5 all time as well. Goat James.
Oh, dang. Shout out to Aunt.
Shout out to Shannon, man. Okay. Goat James, Alonzo Ball, LaMelo Ball. Out to my Ball brothers, man. My 4th would be KD. Honestly, been a fan. I know he went to Golden State. That kind of pissed me off.
It's your all-time list?
No.
Hell
This is
no.
personal list.
Oh, personal list for right now.
Your shit looking spooky. I ain't gonna lie, but go ahead.
Spooky.
I'm saying if it's all time. I was saying if it's all time.
Oh, okay. Even currently, if LaMelo and Lonzo on the same team, bro, they're guaranteed playoff spot. But I'm not gonna get there right now. I'll get into that topic another day over some other niggas. But so I know we'll argue like a motherfucker on that. But anyway, my 5th, because I said KD is my 4th. My 5th, fight me, I don't care. Stephen Curry. That's my 5th. Now my analytical top 5: LeBron, Steph, AD, Giannis, and if I gotta go right now,
you do.
Okay, if I have to go right now, not counting the past, at least 5 years, I'm gonna have to go with. Wait, did I say KD already? Yeah, I said KD. I said LeBron, KD, AD, Steph. Oh, and Hart. That will be my top 5 right now. Is who's the best in the
Harden.
league.
He ain't got nothing to show. He got an MVP and a couple All-Star.
That's right. But let me tell you why. Let me tell you why I put Kawhi out of that shit, though.
Everybody
I like Kawhi. I like Kawhi. I don't got nothing against him. A lot of people who might watch this podcast may think I hate him because I've talked a little bit bad about him in the PS party.
Don't let Bill Blair. No, he don't like Kawhi. We know why he don't like Kawhi.
Don't mind Blair this episode. Blair's on that.
We know why he don't like Kawhi because they were talking about he the best two-way player and he love LeBron. That's why
I like Kawhi.
Bro, you got Giannis in there and not Kawhi?
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Let me get my shit off about Kawhi Leonard. Let me get my shit off about Kawhi Leonard. I want to be real with y'all. If KD never got hurt and tore his Achilles, that nigga would have only won with the Spurs. And we can play that. And we can play that.
You want to play what if?
We can play what if. We can play what if right now.
What if Derrick Rose never got hurt? Who would be better?
The best point guard of all time.
If Derrick Rose never got hurt. Hold on. All time.
Ever.
All time.
Ever.
Big cap. Let me tell you why.
Gilbert Arenas. I don't think he would have been best ever, but he definitely would have been better than.
No. Bro, I'm taking Gilbert over Derrick Rose, bro.
I don't care. Imagine this. What if Derrick Rose never got hurt? Jimmy would have never left, and we would have had the same team. We would have been sweeping the East. Easy.
Fuck no.
Easy.
No.
Joakim Noah and Luol Deng both
AD. The East because of LeBron.
No. Y'all would have got the East because y'all own team.
I'm just saying, yeah, but he would have left. He would have went to whatever he had now. Like, bro, we would have
Luol Deng and Joakim Noah would have aged.
Like I said, we can play this what if game all day. Don't say that what if.
I'm gonna just say this now.
The Raptors to the finals and won. Ain't no what if.
I'm gonna just say this right now. You can't
take that. Giannis ain't took his team to the finals.
You dead ass right. Like you can't play what if, but I ain't gonna lie. Even with an injured Achilles, like that nigga came in the game and was still spraying. Like that's how I know. Like if he really wouldn't have got injured, Kawhi would not have an extra ring.
Bro, the nigga had 11 in 4 minutes, like busting his ass. It was so bad, bro. It's a clip out there, bro. This nigga
what kind of adjustment they would have made.
There is no adjustment for KD. Where's
that? I don't know. They could have did something. They could have found something.
Kawhi looked at Nick Nurse after KD made a shot and looked at him and bro, what else can I do against this?
We can't play with it.
I agree about the what if. But you don't see that, though, Quan? You don't think that's the thing? Like,
What if is the thing? What if is the thing?
The fact is, Kawhi went 1 year to the Raptors, bro.
Okay.
Took them to the finals and won. There isn't nothing we could talk about, bro. It ain't no what
Skip Bayless called the Lakers championship a cubic zirconia ring. That is the most cubic zirconia ring there is. I mean, I didn't hear that shit.
Niggas play with, but people play with it all the time, Quan. Like
all the time, and that's what I'm saying, bro. It's not. We're not speaking what if. That's a story. We talking facts. You can't.
Okay, well look,
like the whole bubble thing. Like people be like, "Yo, if LeBron wasn't in the bubble, like it's possible that like if the NBA season would have never stopped last year, that they probably wouldn't have won this far." A lot of people say that. That's a what if.
They would have won it.
People saying that.
They would have won it, but LeBron would have won MVP as well that year.
Fact of the matter remains is this nigga, Kevin Durant. I'm not gonna lie, he ain't even playing 100% right now because we're honestly getting 80% KD because he's still getting used to playing on that Achilles. He still is way on a different upper echelon than Kawhi Leonard, and that's facts. Y'all call this nigga a defensive maestro and gets his ass torched on defense, but he's the best two-way since Scottie Pippen. Bullshit.
I ain't gonna lie. I saw Kevin Durant get dunked on twice by the Hornets. I ain't gonna lie. He did. And he missed the mid range. And he missed the mid range to tie the game up.
Hey, look, let's get into Blair. You said nobody play defense. You exactly right, but they do call Kawhi and the best player in the league. I mean, Kawhi one of the best defenders. Don't nobody play defense in the league, but they do get the little steals, and they're like, oh, but he did good. But no one.
This is crazy shit.
Like to sit, like I'm talking about, like sit down defense and sit down with you and stop you. Like
nobody.
This nigga would get one crazy steal out of 4 games, out of 7.
They're dropping 30 on Kawhi regardless, bro.
Who dropping 30 on? Who dropping 30?
Jamal Murray dropped, bro. Jamal Murray, dead ass. This is a fact. Jamal Murray average, I think it was like 31 or 32 a game.
And Kawhi was guarding him?
Yes. Bro, it was so bad, PG. It was so bad, PG was like, bro, let me get him. And PG got torched. And it was so bad after that.
They played this season, though. But they played this season. Yeah.
Marcus Morris said, let me guard him since y'all two best defenders can't guard a nigga. And he still got torched.
Hey, Blair, think about this. Blair, think about this, though. All right, so we actually play basketball. Imagine how many of the games that me and you played, and it was niggas that we know could lock up, and they couldn't stop us.
That's what I'm getting to.
About it, bro.
That's what I'm getting to.
It's not shit you can do. And we know these niggas can defend. But once we get hot, it's not nothing niggas can do about it. That's what Jamal Murray got.
Offense,
bro. And that's what I'm getting to.
I'm feeling like he got that confidence. It's like, bro, like y'all niggas can't stop me. I know y'all niggas can probably defend, but it's like
literally,
it's too late.
As great as Kawhi Leonard is, I love his game. Don't get it wrong. I don't hate on the nigga. I know he choked. I know PG choked. That whole team choked. Yeah, it's not just on them two niggas. Lou Will choked. Landry.
I just want to say this.
Babbitt choked. All them niggas choked.
I just want to say this. That Zach LaVine dropped 37 on Kawhi 3 days ago. That's all I
he did, but we're not going to go there.
Kawhi gets 30 on nothing now.
This what
nobody plays defense no more.
If I got to go with offensive dominance, I'm taking Giannis over Kawhi, bro. I'm taking him over Kawhi. And I'm taking James Harden.
Didn't he eliminate him
over Kawhi?
You taking who over Kawhi?
He said Giannis.
Giannis.
Over Kawhi?
Yes.
You just log off.
Yes.
Log off right now.
Yes. Offensively dominant, bro. Giannis is the most dominant player since Shaquille O'Neal. That's a fact.
Giannis don't play basketball.
That's a fact.
Bro, Giannis took his team to the finals not once. How dominant he is.
Let me tell you exactly why.
Wait. He haven't took his team to the finals in the East. Not even. I'm not going.
Thank you.
I'm not going.
Let me tell you exactly why. Let me tell you why.
He hasn't even made an Eastern Conference final yet. Let's talk about that first of all.
Hold on.
He hasn't even made an Eastern Conference. I think second round 2 years straight, right?
Yeah, but look, let me pop y'all some real shit. Let me pop y'all some real shit. Let me pop y'all some real shit.
Right.
Fred VanVleet averaged 19 points a game in the NBA Finals. He averaged 23 points a game versus the Milwaukee Bucks. I don't want to hear this nigga ain't have help. So, Siakam averaged 25 points versus the Bucks.
Hold on, bro. They basically had the same
y'all sitting here
team.
telling me a nigga he had
Hold on, though. But they basically had the same team. Think about it. Chris Middleton is just like Siakam. Eric Bledsoe, Kyle Lowry.
Hell no.
And they had Mark Gasol, Brooke Lopez.
So you telling me you banked on Fred VanVleet averaging almost 20?
Bro, they had a good bench.
Fred VanVleet?
They got
the nigga who went undrafted?
They got George Hill on the bench. George Hill gave him 12.
Now, but when he played him, yeah.
George Hill gave him 12.
Is that damn near 20 though? Over top of that, Dede, the nigga was shooting from the 3-point line. The nigga shot over 42% from the 3-point line. Bro, you sit here and tell me that nigga had no help?
You speaking all facts right now, but the truth of the matter is, you want to know a really good fact? That Kawhi won and Giannis didn't. That's the true fact. That's a great fact. Giannis ain't made a conference final or a final in 3 years. That's also another fact. Giannis has Giannis is back-to-back MVPs and a defensive player of the year.
All that MVP shit.
All that shit don't mean.
Also, let me tell you this.
All that shit mean nothing. The fact is that he
cool, but he don't have no hardware.
Let me tell you how
he winning all this shit, but ain't got nothing to show for it.
Let me tell you how good God is.
Who?
That ball bounced on the rim 7 times before it went in. That's the luckiest shot in NBA history. Praise Jesus for that shot.
Again, I say you can log off on this one.
Praise Jesus. A ball, bro. What's the chance of a ball bouncing 7 times on the rim and it goes in? What's the chances of that?
He hit that all the time, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro, that was the luckiest shot in NBA history. I don't want to hear about that Reggie Miller shot. I don't want to hear about the Ray Allen shot in the corner. I don't want to hear about Kyrie shooting over Steph Curry in the finals. That is the luckiest shot in NBA history.
You still playing with him?
Okay,
he did it.
Okay, I got you.
He did it.
I got you, Quan. Hold on. What if Kendrick and J. Cole made a collab album?
He hit it.
What if, nigga?
Why are you switching topics?
Would that be the greatest album of all time? What if? Oh, can we get a play it, man? Next episode, y'all, no cap, we're going to play some What If on episode 3. That's when we're going to get into some What If. Because this is bullshit.
Straight he got bullshit. It. And how did bullshit and he won?
I'm not saying that. Bro. I'm not talking about the one. I'm talking about, bro. He's not top 5 though. Bullshit. I'm calling bullshit on that. I'm calling bullshit on that.
Anyway, we're gonna go to the next.
If Giannis top 5, I'm top 5 in the park.
well, look. Let's be real, Quan. Let's be 100% 1,000. When I'm locked in on the court, nigga, I'm goddamn A. If it's 60 niggas at the park, I'm top 10.
But I'm top 5 in the park, man. Giannis top 5 in the league, top 5 in the park.
Giannis ain't Giannis not top 5.
Viewers. I'm gonna say this now to my viewers out there. I don't hoop like that no more. But when me and this, shut up, Quan.
Play basketball.
Making me study. Damn. When I really used to hoop every day, okay, me and this nigga right here used to drop niggas off. Let's not get this shit twisted.
Damn, I don't get no credit.
Quan, you know we dropped the
never
whole East
played with us
Side.
like that. Like we talking
about, lie. When Day did come, Day produced them.
But we talking about out my road days. You barely go to Carolina court. Like
I was at work, man.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. No cap. Day was there. He produced. I'll give him that. Day came through with his Andre Drummond, bro. Day came through about 15 boards. Day came through about 15 boards, bro. No cap.
He thought you Drummond.
That's not bad though, because Day wasn't really like a scorer, but
nigga, I gave more than boards, nigga. I was defense, nigga. I'm like Draymond Green, nigga.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm the sound beat of the team, nigga. I play defense, nigga. We need one bucket, nigga. Quan's trying to go for 3. We need one bucket.
Facts. Quan, what do I always say whenever we better play a game, no matter if it's now or then? Who do you need? Do you need Lonzo? Do you need Kyrie? Do you need Curry? I can't say LeBron.
But he say this every time, y'all. And guess who I get? Blair Davis.
Hey, look, y'all. Look. Real shit. I got bad knees and a bad back. That's my excuse.
Bro, he's old.
I'm gonna use that excuse. I'm gonna use that excuse. Hey, but Quan,
anyway.
you acted like when I haven't said, hey, let's go Clay and Curry. We haven't went Clay and Curry.
Oh, we always do that.
Niggas know us for shooting. When we go play football, oh, them niggas hoop, bro. I don't hoop, nigga.
I don't hoop.
I play 2K and work and hop on a podcast with some of my best friends in the world. Now, I'm going to say this as well. I salute Dede for coming out and playing a sport that he's not keen to because he's more of a football player, y'all. Let's dig into that. We're going to dig into some personal stuff a little bit because that's a football player. I ain't going to lie. Dede's a hell of a receiver. Quan is a mid-level quarterback, a little bit better than Dwayne Haskins, let's be honest.
Mid-level. Oh,
hey, but he not lying though. Shit,
he really not though.
Bro, Quan actually played quarterback. He's a mid-level quarterback, bro. I'm not gonna cap. He's a mid-level quarterback.
That's what makes it worse. I never played quarterback a day in my life, and I still I take mid-level shit.
Throwing down.
I played defense my whole life.
Now, I will sit here and tell y'all, you gonna get Julio, but I ain't gonna lie to y'all gonna get Kelvin Benjamin his last game in the NFL. That's not cap. That's not cap. You getting the Kelvin Benjamin last game in the NFL. I'm talking about you. It's just crazy because I can't catch y'all. But the likelihood of me destroying niggas all game is very slim. But my defense, on the other hand, be there. My defense, I be there on defense.
If y'all see Blair grab any of his leg parts, so it don't matter what it is. It can be his knee,
like, I'm out.
His calf, his ankle. He might grab his toes. It's it.
I'm gonna limp off the field and say,
"Hey, do it!
Get a dub for me, y'all. Get a dub for me."
Then he gonna shake his head.
Get a dub for me. Shake my head and hop on my phone. Nigga, I'm hurt to the next.
We're gonna go to the next segment though. We're gonna get to the last segment, play by play. So basically, we're just gonna talk about LaMelo Ball and analyze the game, and basically which I think he's gonna offer to the city. Basically.
Chino Hills,
we're gonna start with Blair because that's his second favorite player.
I'm gonna say this, man.
Make it quick, sir.
Yeah. I'm gonna make this joke quick. I'm gonna just say this though. I love LaMelo's game. I've been a fan since he was a youngin in high school, man. He's got to develop defense like his brother, but for the city, I love the exposure he's giving the city because we definitely need some sort of positivity coming out of Charlotte because the Panthers is abysmal. I ain't gonna get into that. But I appreciate everything he does for the city, man, giving the Hornets some buzz. People are actually watching the Hornets now. I love it. And I think he can blossom into a really good player, man. He has a couple tweaks he got to work on offensively and defensively, but so far he's having a really good start. Youngest player to a triple-double. If you hate on him, I promise you, I'm going to hate you. So that's what it is.
I guess I'll start next. Are we talking about on the court or off the court, like how he's helping the city?
Well, no. Anyway, it's how he helping the city in general.
I think he brings a lot more attention to the city. Of course, him being a Ball brother and just having that notoriety already around him. So I think that's definitely helping, especially how people are looking at him to be the next MVP. I think that's dope. I haven't really seen too many of his games, but games that I have seen, he's been going crazy with his passing, but I think that they give that nigga a lot of credit though. They give him a lot of attention. He can do a crazy pass, and then I don't know, Gordon Hayward will shoot a three, and LaMelo gets all the credit for it. That's something I've been seeing a lot.
Oh, what a pass by LaMelo!
Yeah, his passes.
Let me tell y'all this. I love that shit because I love good ass passes. I'm a passer myself. So as a passing guard, I love to see passes get credited like that.
I'm happy to see the attention that Charlotte is getting, and we've been playing a lot better. I think his facilitating is been working great with a lot of the players that they have there. I forgot the names of the centers, but even Bismack been going crazy. Of course, Devontae Graham been going crazy.
Devontae, you know what I'm saying? Kansas.
Yeah, I think they all playing better, and I think it's partly I love with him. But that's all I really got to say about it. I just can't wait to see what more he brings. So, what else he has to the table?
Hugh, what you got to say, brother?
In a deep thought over there.
Oh no, my bad. Oh no, I feel like he just I was waiting. Yeah, finish. I feel like this is what they've been looking for since Kimba left, basically. Because when Kimba was here, he was really the only person that they even gave Charlotte basketball hope. And then they let him go. They were like, shit.
For Teddy Rose.
Now we got to start all the way over again. But that trade kind of really brought LaMelo to Charlotte. So
right.
I guess as far as that, we just gotta keep watching them play. Of course, right now can't nobody go to the fucking game, so you can't really watch them play live or nothing like that. But you just gotta wait and see, because they gonna always talk shit about him just because he a ball brother, his daddy, all that other shit. But no, he nice. I fuck with Melo.
Dad, man.
Well, I mean, I definitely think that he rookie of the year. He definitely gonna be probably rookie of the year. But Devon, you right. They do give this nigga too much credit on his passes.
But if he starts, I think he gonna get rookie of the year. If he don't start, they might give it to James Wiseman.
Yeah, that's for sure.
That's the only reason why I said that. James
Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards been hooping too, though. Let's not.
He been playing, bro. He been playing.
He did make that little dumbass rookie mistake by blowing a layup and passing out, which is stupid as hell.
Yeah,
he definitely would have made that.
Melo, I feel LaMelo would have never did that. Like
LaMelo would have he would have just tried to lay it up or get a foul and shit.
And that's just LaMelo playing against, like, I ain't gonna say NBA talent, but older niggas. Like, he had the experience of older, you know what I'm saying, playtime instead of just college niggas. I ain't gonna lie. And my cousin plays overseas ball. He even said, like, it's a whole different level of physicality playing overseas than even playing in the NBA. So it's a different level of physicality. Like he actually went
telling people, I was like, man, LaMelo gonna do it because it's the fact that he's been playing against older niggas.
Yeah, he played against older people.
I mean, granted, it ain't the best talent, whatever. He
was playing in
whatever y'all want to say.
He was playing in the what's that? He was playing in one of the better leagues when he was over
there. Yeah, it's like Australian league.
Yeah, it's like nigga, I played against my peers my whole life. Why would I not play against somebody that's older than me?
Right, exactly.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Because he'd been playing the same people. If he went to college, he'd been playing the same people that he'd been playing in high school. Like, what? Y'all not making me.
I go. The one thing that pissed me off was a lot of people when he bought that grill. I'm not gonna lie, bro was shining with that grill. Shout out to whoever made that grill. But they're like, oh, he's been a his rookie contract on it. He owns a team he just played for in Australia. He's getting bread, bro.
He ain't touched it. They think he's stupid.
He already had money. He a ball brother. What do you mean? LeVar has money.
Like, bro, his dad got them all names on the contract with the water over there, bro.
He had his own shoe at 16.
Facts. Them dudes is breaded, bro. Them dudes ain't worried about none of that rookie money.
None of it.
Melo probably got an inheritance. He couldn't touch it till he got in the league.
Right.
He had a contract with LeVar. You can't touch none of this money till you get to the league. All right, bet.
I'm in the league now.
In the league now.
Definitely gonna shoot. Hey, look, man. It's been another episode of the Vibe Project.
You feel me? Episode number 2. We're gonna see y'all next time, though. Y'all tune in next time, right?
Thanks, man. Next time we're gonna get into a lot of more juicy stuff, man. So just tune in. Feel the vibes.
Yeah. Put the Bel Air away, bro. Put the Bel Air.
Hey, no cap.
It's the Blair.
I know my lighting kind of jack, but they call this the Blair because, hey, you know what I'm saying? I might put some stock in the Billy. But no cap, though. Real talk. For those who watch this podcast, though, and I'm talking to the viewers right here, I love the feedback. I love the constructive criticism.
Appreciate you.
We appreciate y'all to the utmost, man, because y'all gonna help us grow and get stronger as a podcast, man. So continue with the feedback, with the criticism, with the things you like, things we think we can improve on. Because we're right now, just with everything going on in the world, COVID, we gotta be on Zoom.
COVID,
man. COVID, man.
Anyway, so we appreciate y'all though.
Yeah, we appreciate that, man.
But y'all, as we say at the Vibe Project, you know the vibe. We catch y'all next time.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe.
We doing that. We that podcast. Yeah, don't forget.
Yeah, we doing that podcast now. Man. Like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Hey, I gotta give it up to you. I gotta give it up to the football team. Y'all niggas play a little decent out there.
I told y'all, man.
Heineke was looking a little good.
I told you, man.